Hello. Another live without prior notification, so nobody's gonna know I'm here for at least a few minutes. All right, while I get myself together, if you're watching this on the replay, you can go ahead and skip past all of the shenanigans of me getting set up and my housekeeping and all of that. Skip to about maybe 3 to 4 minutes ahead, and I'll be getting into the topic then. Okay, so in case you didn't skip ahead, hi, how are you today? I'm just giving a quick update on my getting back on track for the Venetian 30, and we're going to talk a little bit about Wegovy and their price drop and whether or not people are going to be switching. In fact, I think some people are getting switched automatically by their insurance. Tea much? Yes, maybe a little. Hi, Lady K, or Lade K, Lad K. How do you say it? All right, before I get to running my yapper, let me get myself set up. And also, I'll be skipping my fat shot today. I call it the fat shot now because someone came in here calling it the fat shot. So that's what we're calling it now. Oh my God, this is such a bad. Hold on. This is lady. Oh, I get it. Hold on. I get it. This is such a bad place because of the sun. Doesn't it look like I'm just like an angel just coming down from the heavens? Okay. All right. So this should be pretty quick. I just wanted to follow up since I had to get off. Oh God, I don't want my phone to overheat again. Let's see if we could keep that from happening. I just wanted to follow up because I had to get off of the live abruptly yesterday due to my phone overheating. Was that yesterday? I can't even remember. Yeah, that was yesterday. I think it was. I don't remember. But I need to, okay, yes, that was yesterday. I need to give an update on how everything turned out. It's hot. It's 90 degrees where I am, and I have my phone mounted. So if the live stream stops for any reason, bear with me because I will come right back. It's just I'm in my car and it's hot and it might overheat. Woman driver, what you got against women driving? Okay, don't come in here acting stupid and then I gotta put it on subscribers only, okay? But since you're already here, like the stream, subscribe, share, all of that. If you have any GLP-1 questions, Zepbound, Wegovy, or anything like that, go ahead and drop a question, or you can super chat it if I can't see it. Hi, Teddy. Yes. I'm like, is it Ted or Teddy? And I don't know. I don't know why I'm acting stupid like I don't already know the answer. Hi, Teddy. Sorry. Hold on. Because I can't moderate, I'm just gonna... Subscribers. 5 minutes. Okay. Just really quickly, until a moderator gets here, I'm gonna put it on subscribers only because people are words that I don't want to call them. Okay, so following up from yesterday, so I went over how I did not make much progress in my first week of the July challenge because I didn't do anything I said I was gonna do. I didn't do anything I was supposed to do, and I honestly think that I just kind of took my 11-pound loss from June and got a little lazy, which is the opposite of what I was supposed to do. So I started slacking off in certain areas. I started slacking off on my water. I started slacking off on making sure I was getting enough calories and all types of stuff. Well, I put myself on blast yesterday, so we're back on track. We're back on track. I had a couple of people come from my neck, maybe ever so slightly, and that's okay. That's fine. You know, accountability buddies much or whatever. But I'm back on track, so I was able to get in the calories that I needed for yesterday. I got to about 1,600, maybe 1,700 calories. Now, for my height and weight, maintenance for me is about 1,850. but I always eat a little less than maintenance because I'm trying to lose weight. Now, most calculators will tell you to eat 500 calories less than maintenance, but I don't do that because at this point, that will put me at about 1,300 calories, and that's just, for me, that's too low. That's too close to under eating for me. So I just dropped my calories to about, about 250 from maintenance. So I dropped down from 1,850 to about 600, and I let fasting do the rest as far as fat burning, all of that. So I was able to get about 1,600 calories in yesterday, and it involved me eating out, which, okay, like, I'm off track to eating out this week. I had committed to only eating out once per week, but now I think I'm up to twice this week, and potentially, because I'm moving, it's gonna be even more. Like, sidebar, I just found out that my dad has no kitchen. Because he's renovating, there's no kitchen where I'm going. There's no kitchen. I did not know. That man does not communicate with me. So he's like, oh, like, I'm telling you, I'm moving on Friday. He tells me yesterday, oh, just so you know, this is what the kitchen looks like. There's no kitchen. It's just a room. There's no kitchen. There's no stove. There's no cabinets. There's no nothing. I'm surprised there's a fridge still in there. And he's like, yeah, we've been eating takeout. Well, great. Thanks for telling me that, Dad. Like, thanks for telling me that 3 days before I'm supposed to move, that we don't have a kitchen. Okay, wonderful. So the likelihood that I will be able to cook this weekend is slim to none, for one. So as far as my goal of only eating out once this week, that's pretty much a bust, and I will have to try again next week. But that doesn't mean that I'm eating out the worst things I possibly could. Yesterday I had some chicken and rice, a little bit of tostones, and that was pretty much it. Like, it's not like I'm eating burgers and fries, which I don't eat burgers, and it's also not like I'm eating chicken tenders and pizza and all of that. Like, I'm still trying to make somewhat reasonably decent choices, but we all know I eat like a toddler by now, so there's that. So I was able to get my calories in. I was happy for that, and I have to be able to average, I won't even say average, I will say on the days that I'm eating, because I plan to fast this week. We'll see if I can even get that in. I guess having no kitchen is the perfect opportunity to fast, now that I think about it. But anyway, wow, it's busy over here. I don't like that. It's super busy. Oh my gosh. But so yeah, having no kitchen is the perfect opportunity to fast. But I will say, come on, you don't want to go? Okay. I will say that. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I will say that, on the days that I actually eat, I will be making sure that I get my full calories. If you didn't already see, if you have your air fryer, it's going to be your best friend. I do. That's another thing. Yeah, okay, sorry, I was reading a message. That's another thing. I do have the air fryer. You are absolutely right about that. I travel with my air fryer. I thought about that. So, well, I'm supposed to be fasting on Friday anyway, Teddy. Like, I'm supposed to be fasting at 6 p.m. So I'm assuming that by the time I even get there, I don't have a reason to eat anyway, is what I'm assuming. The troubling part, not the troubling, but the tricky part is the next day. But it should be fine. It should be fine. I think I'm being dramatic about the whole kitchen thing because I'm going down on fast day. I'm fasting for 24 hours. Honestly, by the time it's time to break my fast, I should be back in Raleigh because I have to come back here for physical therapy anyway. So I'm only going to drop my stuff off, drop my dog off, and I'm coming right back. So this weekend should be particularly okay. I just thought it was funny that there was no kitchen. I thought that was funny. If I wanted to cook, I couldn't. But yes, you're right. I do have the air fryer. Okay, so I covered the calories. I want to get into skipping my shot. Okay. Today's shot day, I'm not taking my shot. I am on Zepbound 7.5 milligram for those that don't know, for those that may be new. I am now 54 pounds down, which I still feel like hasn't fully registered. I feel like I haven't truly appreciated I think I've been taking for granted how much progress that I have actually made, but it's almost like if I focus on it too much, I'll get distracted and forget that I still got a ways to go. I still got another 50 pounds to lose. So I haven't really celebrated much that I've made it down to the 50-pound mark. But with that being said, I have lost 54 pounds, one more pound, and I'll be 55 pounds down. And I would say that I think that I can get much further on the 7.5, but I'm this close to just go ahead and try titrating up to the 10 milligram. We'll get into that about Wegovy as well. I'm this close to just going ahead and just titrating up to 10 milligram, but I'm not really ready to do that. In fact, I'm not ready for any additional appetite suppression beyond what I already have. Now, I'm not taking my injection today. Today is injection day, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to do what I did when I was in Chicago the first time we did the fast. I waited until I broke my fast, which would be day 10 after my prior injection. I waited until I broke my fast to take my injection again. The reason that I'm doing that is because I just spent the past week under eating. I don't want to risk taking my shot today and then I can't eat anything. Like, no, almost to the extent of like, no matter how hard you try, day 1 and day 2, especially of taking your injection, it is incredibly hard to get enough calories, okay? So to avoid all of that headache, I'm not taking my shot today. In fact, I was just talking about yesterday how I was having some trouble on day 6 and 7 with hunger, but so I was hungry yesterday, which would have been day 6. I was hungry, but I had a day of very low sugar, very low processed food, very low carbs. So today I'm not that hungry. So I removed a lot of the sugar and carbohydrates yesterday, and now today I'm not very hungry at all. I'm going to eat, but I'm just saying I'm not very hungry. So I'm going to kind of lean on that a little bit and skip my shot. Okay, I'm going to skip my shot so that I can get my calories in for the next couple of days, considering that I just went a whole week under eating, if that makes sense. Don't skip your shots. So don't listen to me. Don't be like me. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just what this is just what I'm doing. Talk to your doctor, talk to your local scientist. Okay, so I won't be taking my injection. Well, I'll play it by ear, right? So tomorrow will be day 8. Friday will be day 9. Saturday will be day 10. Friday I will be starting a 24-hour fast. So I'm going to play it by ear. If I feel like I need my injection before Saturday, then I will take it. But as of today, as of right now, I don't need it. What I need is to eat. I need to be able to get my calories in. So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. Now, with that being said, I mentioned before considering titrating up to the 10 milligram, but I haven't yet. 1, because I want to get as much weight off with the 7.5 as I can. 2, titrating up just gets me closer to maxing out on all doses, which I do not want to do. So I have about 3 doses left before, or I have about 3 levels of titration left before I'm completely maxed out. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to a 15 milligram potentially and I still have 30 pounds to lose. No, I don't want to do that. So right now, more appetite suppression, more food noise. So my food noise is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty low. Food noise suppression is not what I need, so I'm not going to titrate up. That brings me to Wegovy. So Novo Nordisk out here shooting a shot, trying to get up and trying to gather up, I should say, as many customers as they can away from Compound and potentially away from Zepbound. So I think they have some sort of introductory offer starting at $199. How many people would switch to Wegovy for $199? And I don't even think it's not even permanently $199. It's like a teaser to get you in the door. I'm pretty sure it's only for like the first month or first couple of months or something like that. And then the price goes up to, I think, maybe potentially over $500. Actually, I think they just came out with another offer around $300. So I'm not sure which doses that applies to, but the point is, would people actually switch to Wegovy to save several $100s a month? I was about to say I don't think that's a good idea, but who am I? Now, for for all we know, as of right now, based on the studies that they've done, Zepbound is the better medication. So starting with Zepbound, getting progress, and then switching to Wegovy may not be the best option for a lot of people, even if it is to save money. Not only that, it's not a dose for dose match because they're not the same medication. So let's say you're at a 10 milligram on Zepbound. You can't, there's no equivalent for you to switch to on Wegovy. So even if you wanted to switch, you would have to start over at the lowest dose. Now, from what I hear in the streets is that people are switching to Wegovy for maintenance because it's cheaper. I heard that for the first time yesterday, and I was like, you know what? That actually sounds like a good idea. I don't think I'm going to do that. I really like Zepbound too much. But it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind for a hot little second. Hi, Alexis. It crossed my mind for a hot little second that I could say, like, when I get to maintenance, I mean, how much more help do I really need? Like, I'm starting to justify it in my head. Like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm Team Zepbound. I am Team Zepbound, but Zepbound $500 a month. So I would never switch to Wegovy to continue my weight loss journey. But once I'm done losing weight, Wegovy looking a little potential. Wegovy showing a tad bit of potential. You know what I mean? Like $199. I only need a little low dose. I don't know. That sounds like a little bit of a good idea. I'm laughing at you, Alexis. Think about paying $500 a month. I hadn't even considered, well, I'm lying. I had considered this, and I just pretty much was like, okay, whatever, I'm going to do it. But imagine paying $500 a month for Zepbound, and you're not even getting progress anymore. You're just in maintenance. Honestly, that sounds crazy. Now, I'm willing to do it because I like Zepbound, or hopefully I will be able to titrate to one of the lower doses. So for me, like, I want my maintenance to be on a lower dose. I know a lot of people go into maintenance on a high dose and stay there. I want my maintenance to be on a lower dose. So I want to figure out how to titrate myself down with my doctor and get me to a point where a lower dose is working for me, especially considering that I'll be 100 pounds down. Maybe not having so much excess weight, a lower dose will do more for me. But with that being said, I would still be paying like $400 a month for Zepbound and maintenance. Wegovy looking a little like, hey, hey, Wegovy. I have not tried it. I have no interest. Okay, now hold on. Before this moment, I had zero interest in trying Wegovy, like, at all. Matter of fact, I think the only time I considered semaglutide was when I was on Compound and they were removing tirzepatide off the shortage list. So I was like, maybe I'll switch to semaglutide, but I just decided to stay on tirzepatide and go to brand. So, and then, like, it's known that the side effects on semaglutide are much more, like, they're much worse than on Zepbound, is what's reported. So I don't have, like, the nausea is like insane, and I think the reason Zepbound is better with the nausea is because of the GIP addition. So Zepbound and Wegovy both have GLP-1, but Zepbound tirzepatide has GIP, and I think that helps with the nausea problem. So I don't do nausea. I throw up about once every 7 years. I don't do nausea. I don't. So that's my concern with semaglutide. Like I said, I would never, not never, but I have no desire to switch in order to keep losing weight and save money. No, I would rather just pay the $500 and keep Zepbound because I know what I get with Zepbound. But when it comes to maintenance, like, when I'm done losing weight, if I gotta, I don't know, hear me out. I'm Team Zepbound, but okay, let me not be fake. Let me not act like I'm really like close to switching to Wegovy. I'm not, but I'm just saying $500 a month in maintenance is kind of crazy. Like, I'm willing to pay that to get the weight off, but $500 a month in maintenance. But hopefully by the time I get to maintenance, which will be in about another 6 months or so, I'm hoping that Zepbound will just be cheaper by then. I'm hoping that Zepbound will just be cheaper by then. But $500 a month just to maintain sounds insane. It really does. It really freaking does. Maybe that would be a good opportunity to switch to an oral form, which I don't really want to do. But like I said, but you know what? Then again, like I said, I want my maintenance to look a little different than the way that I see people doing maintenance. Like I see my sister was on Wegovy for 2 months and she has a headache for 3 days straight after taking the injection. She switched to Zepbound. Yeah, the side effects on Wegovy and Ozempic are like well known. Like they're just, it's actually kind of terrible. But honestly, what would keep, like, okay, so one, I believe in staying on Zepbound. I believe in staying on Zepbound by any means necessary. Like, who I gotta rob to get my Zepbound? Okay, I will turn to a life of crime. Let me stop saying that on the internet. Oh, it is? Okay, so you know what, Jen? This is why you're here, Jen. And I need you to, like, read my mind and know when I'm gonna be live so that, like, you can be here on time. Okay, I need you to telepathically, like, don't worry about the fact that I don't plan right and I don't give no advance notice. I need you to know what I'm going to do before I do it, because I need you here for times like this. You're right, because I did not consider also that Zepbound is $500 out of pocket for people without insurance. If you have insurance, you can get it for about $650 if they're not covering. Like, if you have insurance but they don't cover it and you want the pens, the auto injector pens, you can get them for about $650, which is insane. I don't understand, like, in even saying that, it's like, I don't understand why a person with insurance who doesn't, like, I have insurance, but they don't cover Zepbound, or, well, they don't cover Zepbound. I cover Manjaro for diabetics. Why would I use the coupon for people with insurance when I could just go to Lilly Direct? I'm not really sure what the point is. I'm not really sure what the point. So anyway, so back to your point, Wegovy is $500 as well. I did not consider the difference between the cash payers and the insurance coverage. So that's another thing. So you're saying the $199 intro does not apply to people paying cash, paying out of pocket without insurance? I'm outside of this smoothie place, contemplating a smoothie. The problem with that is I'm not going to be able to finish it. And I've already given away my blender. So I may just get me a wrap instead. We'll see. Maybe they have like a bowl or something. Let's see what they got. So yeah, so the $199 for Wegovy sounds enticing, but Zepbound is just such a superior product that it's almost like, but is it even worth it? Like, you know me, I believe in spending the extra money to get Zepbound. You could get compound for $300, you know, plus telehealth fees and all that, or you could get compound for $199 plus telehealth fees and all of that, so anywhere from $300 to $400. I believe in spending that extra money and just going with Zepbound. But if somebody's already on Wegovy and getting the benefits that they need, then fine. I'm talking about people that would consider switching from Zepbound to Wegovy. Like, I feel bad for the people who have insurance companies that are going to automatically switch them because it's cheaper. I heard that in Allie's video that I watched yesterday. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful, because you got to start over. You can't just switch from, like, the third level of titration on Zepbound to the third level on Wegovy. No, like, I mean, I'm not your doctor. Do what your doctor tells you, but I wouldn't do that. That sounds like a recipe for horrible side effects. That sounds horrible. $2.99 for all doses, but we're only for 1 month cash price. Oh, that sucks. Why don't they just make it all doses permanently? Like, what are they doing? That is so stupid. Hey, Michelle. That is so goofy. Watermelon mojito smoothie. That sounds amazing. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, Michelle, your insurance is switching you? That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. But I'm wondering why. Hi, hold on, give me a second, guys. Okay. I don't need the receipt, thank you. Hi, Nia. So yeah, so who has insurance that's making them switch? I forgot my tripod today, so I have to like hold my phone. Very annoying. Very annoying. Let me go out here. It seems like it's loud in here, but I'm not sure. But oh, sorry. Oh no, you're good. Thank you. Don't depend on Zeb coming down because of retatrutide, because you have to have a higher BMI for Retta. So we still need Zeb. We can't leave Zeb for Retta. Yeah, well, I never. Yeah, that's another thing. I never intended to. So I don't know anything about Retta. I know nothing about it because I'm not interested. Now that probably sucks, and I probably should be doing more research. But I have no interest in chasing every GLP-1 that comes out. Am I crazy for that? Like, Zepbound already works for me. I just need the price to go down. But outside of that, I'm not interested in chasing every new GLP-1 that comes out. I have no interest in doing that. You said you have to have a higher BMI for Retta. Higher as in like what? Like, what's the starting BMI for Zepbound, and what are you saying it's supposed to be for Retta? You need a higher BMI. My PBM told me to submit for Manjaro. They will likely approve. This is what I'm trying first. I already have a letter from my attorney. Let us know how that goes, because if you can get Manjaro instead of switching to Wegovy, to me that sounds way better. Like, at least you would be on the same medication. But that's what they're telling people. When Retta comes out, Zep will go down. No, because there is still a need. Now when you say they, I'm inclined to ask who the hell is they, but I already know who you're talking about. And I don't mean like specific person. I know you mean the content creators. I know that's what you're talking about. And this is why I don't watch nobody's channel no more. Like, yes, thank you. This is you too. This is why I don't watch anybody's channel anymore. Like, I went to Allie's channel yesterday because she was kind enough to leave a comment on my video. So I went and watched one of her videos and left a comment. But for the most part, I don't watch anybody's channel anymore. I'm not sure what Viking therapy is. Tell me more. Retta is 35 or 37. Zep is 27 to 30. You know, I'm fascinated by morbid obesity. I really am. Like I said, I like 600-pound life. This is good. It's good. I can dig it. If my background is too loud, just let me know. Do I need to review somebody else's video? I don't want to, because I feel like well, that's not true. I do whatever I want to do. Thank you. I do whatever I want to do, but I'm trying not to like be too critical of other content creators, because I feel like it's innocent enough to just watch a video, review it, give my input on it. But I feel like people are misinterpreting that as like me trying to be messy or trying to like Cloakster said, like put people on blast. And it's like, okay, one, shut up, you're dumb. But like two, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. But three, I ain't got time. I don't have time. Like, I don't have time to constantly explain myself out of people's weird misinterpretations, because I do have a bit of a strong personality. So I can, because I actually, after Ali left her comment, I went back and watched my video again, and I was like, okay, yeah, I did think I was fair. I think I was fair. I can see how like my energy and my personality may make someone feel like I'm being a bit hard or harsh, but if you can separate my personality from what I'm actually saying, then you realize that I'm not actually being that hard at all. A GLP-1 reaction channel? Yeah, I've considered it. Well, not that would be what my whole channel is about, but I've considered doing reactions to, not reactions or commentary or whatever you want to call it, to a lot of what the other content creators have to say, but I don't want to look like I'm starting shit. I don't want to look like I'm starting shit. I don't. So I just sit over here and mind my business. And now I do it. Now, here's the thing. If someone's asking me to do it, that's different. You know what I mean? For the record, if you ever have a content idea or a topic you want me to cover or a video you want me to review, just email me at vanityreigns with an I, vanity with an I, at gmail.com. And Jen, to be honest, like as I get, like when I get more members, I think that type of content will be probably leaning more toward members only. Because I be filtering myself, you know. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I knew you meant the content creators when you were like, oh, they keep saying when Rec comes out, it'll Zepbound will be cheaper. Y'all, there's nothing that irritates me more than pretending that you have some sort of insider knowledge that you don't have. And I've been saying this since the beginning of my channel. I cannot stand when content creators be out here acting like they got information that everybody else don't have. I can't stand when they act like that. Because it's like, who the hell do you know at Eli Lilly that got you thinking these prices about to drop? Like, who do you know? Oh, I got brain freeze. Who do you know? Because of I don't know. Like, I don't try to get into speculation about what's gonna drop when and what price is gonna do what and what. Who the fuck knows what Eli Lilly is gonna do? These people be like, all right, like no, like not trying to be funny, like not trying to be funny. But these people be. I ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying in general. So if it don't apply, let it fly. And if it sting a little, well, hit dogs holler. These people be talking out of their ass, and I don't understand why. Like if I don't know what I'm talking about, I will literally say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Go talk to your doctor. Speak to your local scientist. But these people be talking with like authority and with certainty, like they know for sure what the hell going on and what's going to happen. All I know is what's happening right now. That's all I know. So all I know is what's happening right now. And right now I can get Zepbound for $4.99 if I order every 45 days. Now, I do believe the price of Zepbound will drop, but this is just a belief. The only reason I believe that is because Eli Lilly has already done it. They're just testing to see at what point, like they're trying to find the sweet spot for maximum profit. Because you can only charge people so much before you just lose business. And I think Eli Lilly knows that. Obviously they know that. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. Like they know that. So they had to try it like because they can get away with the higher prices in the US, there was no reason to not do it, right? But when people actually started to become more aware of GLP-1s and specifically Manjaro, and the prices were too high, but people wanted the product, they went to Compound. And Eli Lilly didn't like that. Now, Compound is legitimate because there was a shortage at one point. But as Lilly has gotten their production together, they are now salty because they want those customers. But it's like the only reason those customers didn't come to you in the first place is because the prices are too high. So don't think like, you know what Lilly was acting like their motto was and is? If the product is that good, it don't matter what you charge, people will pay it. Well, they fucked around and found out. Because that ain't true. $1,000, $1,200? No. People were not about to pay that out of pocket. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So they've been playing around. They've been playing around with the price drops, and they've made some decent progress. But they can do more, and they will. I do believe they will. I don't think $4.99 with caveats. I don't think that's the final price of Zepbound. I don't think that's the final price. I don't think we're gonna get it under $100 like they have it in other countries. I'm not even convinced that it'll get down to $199, but Zepbound they're going to get Zepbound below $400. They're gonna get it under $400. They're being stubborn about it right now. I believe this is not me speaking with an authority. This is just my personal feeling based, like, how did you get from $1,200 to $500? It's not that much of a leap that they would go down to $299. So I would like to see Zepbound at $199, but I think it's gonna end up around $299 for the lower doses. Like I'm highly doubtful that Eli Lilly will settle. Like they're trying to milk it, right? So I'm not convinced that they're gonna settle on one price for Zepbound. Like I'm not convinced that they're gonna settle on one price anytime soon. They're gonna keep trying to charge more for the higher doses. As a matter of fact, I take that back. They are offering now, I think, well, they just started offering the 12.5 and the 15 in vials. I don't know if all of them are $4.99 with the caveat of 45 days. What I'm saying is I'm not so sure that they'll get to the point where there's a single price without a caveat. I'm not so sure, but I do think they would drop the price. It's like saying no one will eat plain M&Ms anymore because they have peanut M&Ms. I emailed you a video review. I know you're busy packing, moving, house sitting. I got your email, reindeer. I didn't get a chance to respond to it about Mr. Beast. I will be covering that. I haven't even looked into it yet because I've been busy, but I did get your email. And thank you for participating and sending me video ideas. Lily knows they're sitting on gold because so many people have already said they're sticking with Zep, and it's a gold mine. It's literally a gold mine. That's why they came out charging $1,200, because it's like these fucking idiots will pay it. That's how they act. I have OSA. This is the only reason I am on this. It's helping my weight by treating my OSA. I'm not sure what OSA is. I was trying to think it out in my head, but I didn't get it. Buying from Amble today just to be safe. I can't run out of medication. A few earnings calls ago, Novo said they were helping Eli get the product back up when they were out of shortage. Novo filed to be out of shortage. They know insurance will pay. Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, if you're able to get brand, try Zep. Zepbound just lost a lot of consumers with the PBM, so they will probably keep their prices high. Supply demand, they're looking into higher doses now. I don't really understand the whole PBM thing because I'm not getting my Zepbound through insurance. So explain to me what happened with the PBM. Yeah. I don't know. I hope and I think that we will see Zepbound under $4.99, but who knows? I think all doses of Zepbound should honestly be $1.99, But I feel like Eli Lilly, there's no way they're giving, I feel there's no way they're giving the 10 through 15 away for $199. But I do think that, here's my prediction. I have no reason to think this, but here's my prediction. I think that Eli Lilly ultimately within the next year or two will get Zepbound down to $2.99 all doses, no caveat, because they'll be on to bigger and better things. Or they'll get the first few doses down to $1.99 and the rest will be $2.99-ish. Like, so I think like the 2.5 to the 7.5 will be around $1.99, and then from the 10 to the 15 will be around $2.99. No caveats. Like, no, you got to order this many times in this many number of days. And I'm talking about for cash payers, right? I don't know. The insurance is a different ballgame. But for cash payers, that's what I'm thinking Eli Lilly will do. But I ain't got no reason. I don't know nobody at Eli Lilly. I ain't got no reason to think that. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna read it out loud because when I get off a live and the video is processing, people can't see the comments right away till about a day later. So Michelle says, for the PBMs, they pay a set price for Zep, and insurance covers the remaining. Patients can get it, so sales will drop in July. So many people were saying they'd move to Wegovy as Zep stays unaffordable. Yeah, that's why I was asking Journey of Life, will people really move? Because I'm not switching to Wegovy if I still got weight to lose. I don't think I'm going to switch at all, honestly. I'm not. Listen, Zepbound is the key. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, Zepbound is the key. I'm not interested in switching to nothing else Eli Lilly got going on or Novo Nordisk. I ain't interested right now. But that could change later, and that's why we're talking about it. More product, but means more competition, which is lower prices for consumers. I'm here for it. Yeah, what I think is going to happen is that as I just don't understand why Eli Lilly isn't responding to Novo Nordisk's lower prices, even their introductory prices, by, like, I don't know why they don't have a counter. Like, they should be in a war right now, a price war, a price dropping war. The making of history, huh? You want to know what history we're making, Journey of Life? Now, this is me being messy. The history that we're making is thin people not feeling special for being thin no more. I'm not a bully. But some of the things people be saying on the internet and in my live streams be having me looking like, are you upset? It's a what am I eating? Oh, I have a smoothie, which I'll probably only drink half of. I'll see if my I doubt he will, but I was gonna say I'll see if my boyfriend wants the other half, but I doubt it. I have a bacon, egg, and cheese wrap from the same place. But you do see LV going on sale. A great product does not need to go on sale for lower prices. That's not true. That's not necessarily true, Michelle. Because Zepbound is a great product, but it went on sale. I mean, not on sale, but they lowered the prices, didn't they? They could have. When I started on Compound, the only way for me to get brand was for me, because my insurance didn't cover it. The only way for me to get brand was for me to pay, I think, $600 out of pocket. But even then, there was some weird caveat. I think it started out at $600, but it was only for like 6 months out of the year or something like that. But either way, the cash price for it wasn't Zepbound at the time, it was Manjaro, it was like $12.50 or something like that. Then they came out with the vials. If the product was like, it basically, Eli Lilly had no reason to come out with the vials. They only did it because people wanted it. Like, they did it because there was enough pressure from people that wanted it, and they wanted to get people away from compounding. So yeah, their product is good, but they have competition with the compounding. They just do. They just do. Yeah, I'm a stocks girly. I mean, I'm not a stocks girly, but I understand the principle of, like, you gotta make sure your shareholders are taken care of, and you gotta make sure your shareholders are taken care of. You want your investors to be happy, so they keep investing. I thought a price war was going to happen. I don't know what these people doing. mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like they should be having one. Yeah, I feel like they should be having a price war, but I think they're waiting out compound. They're still trying to end the compounders. The 503Bs are done, but the 508As are still compounding. I think they're all still in court. Not all, but the ones that Lilly are suing and stuff. So the ones that they're going after, I believe they're all still in court. So I think they're waiting out the compounders, meaning that if they can get the compounders out of the way, they won't have to work as hard on giving better prices, because people won't have nowhere else to go. But while people still have compound as the option, they have to try to, like, convince people to come over from compounding with better prices. Is how I'm seeing it. Yeah, history is definitely being made. History being made with thin people no longer being able to feel special for being thin, and telling bigger people. I'm not trying to cause division, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying that based on what some of the people come into my live stream saying. Like, do it this way, do it that way. Why don't you just do this? You shouldn't need this and you shouldn't need that. And it's just like, you sound like you've never been fat in your life. That's what they sound like. That's what they sound like. Everyone has great feedback. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna switch to Wegovy, honestly. I really don't. Unless they started selling it for $20. Now, okay, Team Zepbound people here, let them get Wegovy under $100 and watch me start. Watch me start considering a little slide over. Because I doubt it. And I'm not talking about no introductory teaser offer. I'm talking about, like, we've just decided all Wegovy, all doses, $99 a month. $99. That's it. I'm gonna be like, you know what I could do with the extra $400 a month? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This what they're doing now is not enough for me. One, I would never switch to keep losing weight unless something horrible happened with Zepbound, like they had a recall or something. But if I was in maintenance, when I'm in maintenance, let them get Wegovy under $100 and see what happens. $99. You know what? My 100 pounds is already off. What do you want from me? Thank you, Reindeer. Definitely hit the like. I was about to give Teddy a wrench earlier because the moderators wasn't here yet. He was here first. But I was able to put it on subscribers only. I still might give him a wrench though next time I see his comment pop up. If you don't have food noise, we should do the job. Do we need to talk about that? Oh, okay. Even if I wanted to talk about it, Jen, I would have to do my research first because I don't know much about Wegovy's effect on food noise. I got about 20 minutes left before I have to go in for this appointment. So let's get into, let me just recap real quick. So I'm skipping my injection because I am going to do what I did in Chicago, which is I waited 10 days to take my injection instead of 7 because I wanted more room to have an appetite and eat. Considering I just came off of a week of eating, I mean like severely under eating, I want to spend the next few days eating as much as I can. Not overeating, but I want to spend the next few days meeting my calories. And it's going to be harder if I take my injection today. On days like today is shot day. If I take my injection today, it's going to be extremely difficult for at least the first 2 to 3 days for me to get enough food in. And I'm just not interested in working that hard. So because I lowered my sugar yesterday, I lowered my sugar and my carbs, my appetite is fully controlled today. Like I'm fine. I don't have no hunger. I'm only eating now because I'm out and about, and by the time I get home, I got to go straight to work. So I'm not gonna have time to stop and cook, but I will make an effort to make dinner later. And my dinner should be pretty high in calories. I'm gonna have turkey meatballs, gluten-free spaghetti with turkey meatballs. I'm gonna have cheese with it, and I'm gonna have some gluten-free garlic toast. So I expect my dinner to be pretty high in calories, but I'm not gonna have any time. I'm not gonna have time to cook twice when I go home. So I'm eating this now. So this week is pretty much a dud as far as eating out. But I need a few days. I need about 2 or 3 days where I can get my food in. I just need it. And I can't deal with the strength of I can't deal with the appetite suppression that I get on shot day. I can't deal with that right now. I just can't. I can't deal with it right now. I cannot deal with it. I need to eat. I need to get my food in. And I will have to work very freaking hard if I take my injection today. I will have to work really, really, considering I'm already behind. Like, forget the weight loss. I spent a week under eating. I'm already not in great shape as far as I'm concerned. So I want to spend at least throughout the weekend. I want to at least not throughout the weekend, at least through Friday, which is just a couple days. I want to be able to eat as much as I can, and then I will take my injection on either Friday or Saturday. So I'm only skipping it for 2-3 days. Don't be like me. Talk to your doctor. Don't skip your injections. But that's what I'm doing because I really need to eat, and it worked for me the first time I did it. That was like my favorite week on Zepbound. When I waited to day 10 and I was able to eat and enjoy my food, it was my favorite week on Zepbound. It was my favorite week. I enjoyed it so much. Sushi Fitness, it's like 10 times the side effects without many benefits. Wow. Just got off the phone with my doc, going to see if they'll approve for Zep. The doc knows I'm on TERS and asked if I think it was actually working for me. I say yes it is because I don't have the food noise, and he said, but you're on such a low dose. Yeah, some people are getting approved for Zep. I hope you do, Journey. My insurance doesn't cover. Like, where are y'all in the country that y'all just got insurance that will cover it? My insurance, like in North Carolina, I don't know of any insurance company. If anybody here is in North Carolina with insurance coverage for Zepbound, please let me know, because I don't know where anywhere in the state, because Blue Cross Blue Shield essentially has a monopoly on this state, so there's not many other insurance options. There are some, but there aren't many. But Blue Cross Blue Shield does not cover Zepbound at all, or Wegovy. They don't cover any GLP-1s for weight management. But I'm hoping that will change when it's time for insurance renewals, because now Zepbound is approved for sleep apnea. I'm hoping the insurance company, Blue Cross Blue Shield, will start to cover it. But Blue Cross in North Carolina is not covering it. And also North Carolina state insurance removed Zepbound and Wegovy. If it's affordable, try working with the telehealth for these prior authorizations. They know what to say compared to our PCPs. Then cancel the membership. Yes, please like the stream and subscribe. I'm seeing that lots of you are liking the lives, and YouTube sees it as well. So definitely hit the like and subscribe. And if you aren't subscribed, why not? Why you keep coming back and you don't hit the subscribe? Help a girl. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Like, please, what face do I have to make for you to help me, help you, help me, help you, help me? Okay. Blue Cross of Mass does for me. They are dropping it January of 26. Why is Blue Cross dropping Zepbound? Can y'all tell me why? Like, I used to think Blue Cross was like one of the best insurance companies years ago when I was on my dad's coverage. Now that I have it myself, I'm like, what do y'all actually cover? And I get it through Marketplace. I don't get it through my employer, so I pay full price for insurance. I pay like $400 a month for insurance on top of paying $500 a month for Zepbound. Imagine paying $400 for a month for insurance that doesn't even cover the medication that you need. You know? That's a hot mess. I think she meant Blue Cross Blue Shield. I think she meant BCBS. They flat out said it's too expensive. Okay. Can I blame them though? It is too expensive. It is too expensive. I don't know what the fuck Eli Lilly is doing. You can have, oh my God, you can have the whole entire country on Zepbound. I said this months ago. You can have the whole entire country on Zepbound. Like, we are mostly obese. You can have the whole country on this medication if you would just lower the price so that insurance companies will be incentivized to cover it, or people can pay for it out of pocket. Like, if they get it down to $199, I'll shut the hell up about Zepbound. I'll shut up. I will shut up. I'll shut up. I will. Is it? Tell me more. Tell me more about the BBB. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I can't tell you. It's gonna change how. It's gonna get more expensive, less expensive, less options, more options. I pay $1,000 a month for healthcare because, well, more than that with co-pays, but my insurance is $415. My Zepbound is $500. That's about $900 a month. For what? Y'all don't start getting political down there. We can talk healthcare, but I do not want to talk politics. I mean, you can talk about what you want. I'm not gonna censor y'all. But y'all start windmilling in that chat, I'm gonna just sit here and eat my sandwich and let y'all go at it. And then the live stream is just gonna end out of nowhere, and y'all not gonna know what happened. So y'all gonna be mid windmill, and this is gonna cut out. Let me just leave without some buying. But I got 3 boxes of Zep for $25. 84 days supply. Must be nice. Good for you. $450 for health insurance is outrageous. Jen, if I could go without it, I would. But it would be just my luck that I decide one year to not pay for health insurance and then break a leg. It would be just my luck. Like, I'm fairly healthy considering being obese. Outside of the obesity, I'm fairly healthy. My numbers are good. I don't have any health conditions outside of being obese, which is bad enough. And I have to pay $450 a month for insurance. Yeah. Basically, we all get screwed. Downstairs said, do not skip the shot and take it the same day every week. Otherwise, you'll stall out for months. Is that true? I don't know. But I'm skipping my shot. And that's why I told y'all, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Do what Eli Lilly told y'all to do. Because I don't know where they're... God. Journey of life. I tell y'all what I do. I don't tell y'all what to do and I do. Other than eat. I tell y'all to eat. Outside of that, I don't tell you what to do and I do. So, they said don't skip your shot. Take it the same day every week. Otherwise, you'll stall out for a month. Says who? Where did they get that from? I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't know where they got that from. I took my shot on day 10 like 2 or 3 shots ago. I was first of all, no, hold on. It don't even matter because I have not. So I've been on Zepbound for 11 months, or Tirzepatide and Zepbound for 11 months. I have changed my shot day plenty of time. Eli Lilly tells you how to change your shot day if you need to. They tell you how to do it on the website. They tell you if you need to change your shot day, wait at least 3 days. And they also tell you the half-life of Tirzepatide is 5 days. So it's about half as effective on day 5. So you ideally should be taking it by day 7 if you're following the proper instructions. But if you need to take it sooner, just make sure you wait at least 3 days. So Eli Lilly recommends taking it every 7 days. But if you need to change your shot day, they tell you how to change it. They say how to change it. So I'm not sure. I'm not saying they're wrong. I just don't know where did they get that from? Who told them that? Like what Eli Lilly representative or scientist told them that? And the reason I'm saying that is because I have changed my shot day several times. I've changed it several times in the past 10 months. I've had it sooner. I've had it later. I've still lost 55 pounds, 54. So, I don't know where they got that from. But everybody should be doing what their doctor tells them to do. I'm just a person on YouTube talking. I know a little something, but I don't know everything. And I'm just sharing what I'm doing for me and why I'm doing it. But I'm not recommending that anybody else does it. And for me, like I'm not trying to officially change to taking my shot every 10 days. I'm saying for this particular week, I will be taking my shot on day 8, 9, or 10. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's not the end of the world. But considering the half-life of Zepbound, do you ideally want to take your injection every 7 days? Yes, you should be taking your injection every 7 days. But me once in a while, switching my shot day, it's not the end of the world. It's not. Teddy says, this is very true about how to change your shot day. I've read up and down and front and back of the extra large pamphlet they provide. You know what I'm talking about? Like, people just be... let me stop. Let me stop. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. But this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm not singling any particular channel or content creator out, but people speak with such authority. Content creators speak with such authority and such certainty. It's like, who told you that? And then you have viewers that are like, wait, is that true? Like, shit, if I know, I want to know where they got that from. Who told them that? Now, all of the people commenting that like, yeah, I'm doing every 10 days, every 2 weeks, every this. I didn't tell them to do that. Have you heard of Kaiser? I've never heard of WellPoint, but I'm in LA. This is the first medication I tried, so I'm very upset. I've stretched out my shot and I was fine. Okay. Yeah, fighting to stay on. On the pen set, you can actually fight it and win, and they'll continue your prescription, Michelle. I'm scared of every 2 weeks because I'm on 15 milligrams. I don't want to get sick. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, that's the thing. Like, so just to be clear, like, don't ever look at, like, so because some people watching, they don't comment, right? So if you're watching and you're listening, you're reading the comments, we all make our decisions based on our own experiences and what we are comfortable with, especially with our doctors. So sometimes people are going to make decisions outside of consulting with their doctor, but that's at your own risk, right? Now, be mindful when it comes to skipping your dose that if you stretch it out too long and you're on a higher dose, you run the risk of what would that be called? Overdosing. Okay? The point of taking it every 7 days is because it's still in your system. So be mindful when it comes to dose stretching. If you're on a higher dose, and I'm saying at least like above a 7.5 or 7.5 and above, like 2.5 and 5, I'm not saying it's okay, but it may be less likely to have a harsh side effect. But if you're on like the 10, 12, 15, be mindful of stretching your dose because you're supposed to take your next dose while it is still in your system. So if the half-life is day 5, by day 10, it's about a quarter effective still, or there's about a quarter left in your system or whatever. I don't know how to properly phrase it, but you know what I mean. So every 5 days it loses about half its potency, if that makes sense. Oh, hey Kat, I didn't even realize that was you that said every 2 weeks. Goal was 160, but today I'm at 149 on 7.5, but ticked because my PBM just switched us to Wegovy. Ugh. Man, so what are you gonna do? We should talk about this more. I can't now because I have to go inside in like 5 minutes, but we should definitely talk about this more. So what are you gonna do, Kat? Are you gonna switch to Wegovy? Are you gonna go to compound tirzepatide? Are you gonna go to brand and pay out of pocket, or are you gonna stay on brand and pay out of pocket? Like, what do you think you're gonna do? Splitting didn't work for you? Yeah, I haven't tried splitting. I think I did for like 1 week when I was trying to stretch out my compound, when I thought compound was gonna go away. So I tried taking a like lower dose twice in a week, but I don't feel the need to. I mean, you can't do that with the vials anyway. So I don't split. Right. Okay. Good luck with that, and let us know how that goes for you. If at any point you need some support or you just need to vent, don't be shy about posting in the community on my channel. There's a few people that are regularly active, meaning like they actively respond, like Reindeer, Journey of Life, Jen. Those are 3 off the top of my head. Edna. Yeah. I used to work with Aetna, not them directly, but I used to do customer service for Aetna and a couple of other insurance companies, like at once. Well, I wasn't. It's hard to explain. I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyway, I got to see a lot of the back end stuff for like prior authorizations and all of that, and it was a hot goddamn mess. Journey of Life is drawing a line in the sand. I'll never move to Wegovy. Hi, Mindy. You're new. Thank you for falling out of the clouds. I think you're new. I haven't seen your comment before, your name before. I split my 5 milligrams Zepbound, 2.5 on Tuesday and 2.5. How are you splitting your Zepbound? Because the vials are single dose, so you shouldn't be using a vial more than once, and the pens are single dose. So how exactly are you splitting it? I know it may be very annoying, and I may be like speaking a bit out of bounds because I'm not paying for mine through insurance, but if you can fight it, I think everyone should fight it. Like, you should fight to stay on Zepbound if you can. Like, put up a fight. It may work, it may not, but you never know. Put up a fight. Um, okay. Got it, Kat. Okay, so you have a lower BMI now. That's the other thing. Like, how are we supposed to stay on? Never mind. Because we're supposed to stay on Zepbound for life, right? But there's these BMI requirements. So it's like, are you going to let us do our maintenance or not? Are you going to let us do our maintenance or not? I use the vials twice. Just use what? I'm not sure what you mean. You talking about backwater? Or are you talking about like an alcohol swab? Are you taking the vial? Anybody listening, do not do this. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing, but I'm just trying to understand the comment, because I think I'm missing something. So I'm trying to understand. No, you're fine, Mindy. It's me. Alcohol swab. Okay, well, Mindy, please be careful with that, because it's also a consideration of sterility with the vial. They're not meant to be punctured more than once, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if that is what you're doing, definitely be safe with that. No, I got you. I understand now. Your original BMI should approve Zepbound for maintenance, but mine didn't. I need a new provider. That's why I say use telehealth. My BMI is 22. My PA gets approved. As a pharmacist, you know I got plenty to say. Yeah, I was trying to get to Mindy before you did, Jen. Mindy, you're getting Zepbound from Lilly Direct, the vials? Is that what you meant? Or you're on compound tirzepatide from telehealth? Let me know before I get out of here, because I want to make sure that I'm understanding you correctly. But I will say, if your vials are coming from Lilly Direct, meaning Eli Lilly, you order from them and they send it to you, you should not be puncturing your vial more than once. So you should be taking, and this is not medical advice. This is just the instructions that are given by Eli Lilly. These are single-use vials. They're only meant to be punctured once. Multi-use vials have a different level of sterility. Okay, so yeah, so Mindy, I don't give recommendations, but I'm going to recommend you stop what you're doing. Just to be safe, I'm going to recommend that you stop doing that. Talk with your doctor. Let them know that there might have been some confusion, and have them work with you on, instead of splitting, getting on to the proper dose that you need, so that you can take your one dose per week. But that's just my recommendation based on what Eli Lilly says that you should be doing with your vials. I know it's a little cheaper to do it that way, but it could potentially be unsafe. So instead of splitting your fives, you should be getting single use 2.5 milligram vials from Lilly Direct. But just talk with your doctor and see what they think, because I don't know. I ain't no pharmacist. But we got one. We got one in the chat. But thank you so much for stopping in and sharing. I hope you are close to meeting your goal. I'm not sure how long ago you started. My provider didn't work hard for me. My original was $229. I'm on Zepbound. Okay, yeah. Girl, you in these YouTube titles. You are hilarious. Skipping the fat. Yes, you remember you was here, Turtle Diaries. You was here. It's the fat shot. What do you mean? Well, I came from compound vials, so I thought it was good. Okay, so yeah, so the compound vials are meant to be punctured multiple times. The Eli Lilly vials, the reason that they send you 4 is because you're supposed to use them once and then discard them. She can transfer the meds to a different vial. I'm not recommending that because I am not a doctor or a pharmacist. Stop it, Alexis.
once puncture, bacteria starts to grow. Hey, Jen. Yes, I did. Hey, Turtle. Alexis, I know other people have done that. I know people have done that, but it's not something that I talk about because technically people shouldn't do it. They could do it, but they technically shouldn't. So let me get out of here. I have an appointment in about 60 seconds. It's probably gonna be late. Who knows? I probably could have stayed on here a couple more minutes. But thank you to all of y'all that joined. It was so good to see you guys. I almost didn't come live, but I needed to come give that update about, yes, I got my groceries today. I'm on track with my eating. Everything is good. I will be taking my injection sometime between tomorrow and Saturday. So we will see. If the food noise starts to come back right now, I'm totally fine on food noise and hunger. If food noise starts to get out of control, I'll go ahead and take it. But at the latest, it will be on day 10, Friday. Okay. I will see you all in my next live. I had a pre-record planned for today, but I didn't get to do it because I was busy. Oh, I'm busy. And I'm still packing. All right. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.